On the spot news media, we got the latest news. We don't care about the views, we just representing right. Put local news internationally every night. On the spot, wave that Jamaican flag from left to right. Let's get it right, y'all know the type. We ain't dealing with the hype, we make it take flight.
Yeah man, my viewers and subscribers, what one a blessed and wonderful Saturday morning to each and every person out there tuning into On The Spot News Media. Now my peeps, I don't know how we do it over on this side each and every morning. We have to give thanks and praise to the Most High Creator for the preservation of life, because life is indeed the greatest. So in the morning, my peeps, I have a few stories to share with you, the regular members of Chan Public and also members of the diaspora. So please like the video, share the video, watch the entire vlog so you can get a full understanding and a better appreciation of everything we're going in Jamaica. So watch this now, my peeps, to the name Saturday the day when some of the regular ones and ones them out there traverse the church. So happy Sabbath to you all. So whilst doing so, my peeps, please remember On The Spot News Media's loyal viewers and subscribers in your immediate prayers. You definitely see how Jamaica run right now, so you know for sure. So we need that now more than ever. And to all of the regular ones and ones them out there in the streets who is just going about your regular business from Moran Point to the Grill Point. Safe travel, pan the gravel, and continuously look out down a corner yai Kazwa, the old dirty corner boy them. Always out there. Alerts. Yeah man. So I'm gonna kick it off in the morning, my peeps, with an international story coming out of the state of New York, where the Riverhead town police officers are now seeking the general public's assistance in identifying this criminal element here presently on your screen. It is said that this criminal element stole merchandise from a Riverhead store in May of this year. So the police report suggested that the man stole sunglasses valued $3,500 from a store known as Sunglass Hut, and that store is at the Tanja Outlets in Riverhead. It took place sometime around 5:40 p.m. on the 11th of May this year. The suspect left the scene driving in a grey Nissan, according to the police. This is the Nissan presently on your screen. So Clarendon people, let me ask you something. Who don't know that boy? I want a phone residence. Me I talk about Tata Redz from Clarendon. Yeah man. Sadat brother. The same brother them we used to war with who? Oh no, Dan right and no Rick Dick. Yeah man. So at that Tata Redz run left Jamaica, gone a Farin gone Theef expensive sunglasses. Boy, I tell you, the thing rough. So Tata Redz, you know you're there in New York City right and now tune in to the voice of On The Spot News Media. The police, them want you. Yeah man. So anyway, back to local style. So we're going to kick off this morning's set of stories now down in the eastern part of Jamaica, over there in St. Thomas. So the St. Thomas police have officially laid charges against a man identified as Anthony Barrett, but them call him Hilux or Country Night Streets. He was charged yesterday in relation to a fatal knockings and clappings of a man where him and him did have an argument and him use a shovel and lick the man in the head. So it is said that Anthony Barrett come from Lethal district in a St. Thomas, and he was charged with the fatal knockings and clappings of the man, possession of prohibited weapon, and unauthorized possession of ammunition, and also using a firearm to commit a felony. So what I want to know, my peeps, is that on April 10th, 3 men had a verbal turn physical altercation. The now deceased man identified as Mr. Hutchinson. The accused man where the police them lock up, identified as Anthony Barrett, otherwise known as Country, and another man. It is said that during the confrontation, a shovel was used to lick Hutchinson in the head, which is the now deceased man, causing a wound which resulted in him being admitted for treatment at the hospital. So him go back and get released from the hospital the following day. And the criminal element known as Anthony Barrett, aka Country, no do nothing more than go circle the man pan him ends when him ears of the man come out of the hospital. Sometime around 1:20 a.m. in the wee hours of the morning, pop off him strap and slap about a dozen can in the man's body, leaving him lifeless. So the police were summoned, and upon their arrival, the injured man was transported to the hospital, where sadly he was pronounced you know what. Following an investigation into that particular knockings and clappings, the accused was taken into custody on Saturday, May 24th, and subsequently charged officially on May 29th. His court date is presently being arranged. Boy, may I tell you, the thing rough, the knockings and clappings continues. Now with another update, my peeps, the nephew of this man, presently on your screen, will end up losing 3 points on Labor Day, has been officially charged by the police. The deceased, Wordsworth Garden Rough. So the nephew of Wordsworth Garden has been charged by the police on Wednesday for the brutal knifing of his uncle on Labor Day. So the criminal element that was charged by the police has since been identified as Ellsworth Garden, otherwise known as Junior in our streets. Him come from Gale Rock in the community of Gale in St. Mary. So according to information received by On The Spot News Media, it would suggest that on Friday, May 23rd, sometime around 9 p.m., Junior's 9-year-old sister, that is the accused man, called their father and told him that Junior was covered in red substance all over his body and holding a knife in his hand, and stated that their uncle, the 52-year-old deceased man, Wordsworth Garden, was laying motionless in the living room. Boy, may I tell you. So the father proceeded to call the now deceased man's phone, but his son answered and allegedly confessed the knife up him uncle. Upon arriving to the house, the father saw his brother's lifeless body on the floor and a knife on a generator on the veranda. He then called the police while he and other residents restrained his son. So the accused man was, however, transported to the Port Maria Hospital under police guard to receive medical treatment. Sources close to On The Spot News Media have stated that the accused man has been suffering from some sort of mental illness for quite some time. A court date has not yet been confirmed, and the St. Mary police continues their investigation. Boy, may I tell you, it's rough. And the last update, my peeps. This criminal Krasmite Galia, presently on your screen, who hails from Montego Bay, St. James. We are talking about none other than the reputed criminal element known as Gibbo. But her name in the streets, she has since been identified as Killer K. Yeah, man. This gal is a known associate of the notorious 1452 gang and the 411 gang based in Montego Bay, St. James. On The Spot News Media have made several vlogs in relation to this criminal Krasmite Galia over the years. So she has decided that, hey, the vlogger boy On The Spot News Media put me out there So the entire St. James and Western Jamaica know exactly who I am. So she decided to leave the Western Jamaica parishes and head on over there to Kingston and St. Andrew, where she has been moving around for quite some time. But Gibbo, aka Killer K, being the old Krasmite that she is, continues to run up into roadblocks, threatening people's lives, setting up people's lives, and targeting young entrepreneurs, business personnels to rob them. Yeah, man. She was last seen in the Redz Road area and also in the Redz community. So residents in and around those areas, please be on the lookout for this criminal Krasmite. She not get the name Killer K just so you know. She get the name simply because she take the life of another female. Yeah, man. So this criminal element here is out and about in the streets of Kingston and St. Andrew, seeking after whomever she may devour. Yeah, man. So people, be on the lookout. Don't take this pretty face light. This gal here, anywhere she go, death and destruction follow. Yeah, man. So anyway, make we continue. So I gotta kick it off this morning and my peeps over there in the Kingston Eastern Police Division, where a female get caught up last night on Deanery Road. It is said that the female was traveling along Deanery Road in her car when she was pounced upon by armed criminal elements. The 20-year-old female picked up a Porsche and Taycan. She was, however, assisted to the Kingston Public Hospital, where she's been treated. The Elliston Road Police Detectives is presently investigating. Yeah, man. Now, the next thing that we're going to talk about, my peeps, is coming out of the St. Andrew Central Police Division, all the way over there in Kentire. Yeah, man. The police, them seize another strap and take it off our streets. A .45 pistol with a magazine fitted with 16 rounds of ammunition was seized by the police during a targeted raid. A brother known as Jahil Rose, 27-year-old, was arrested in connection with that particular seizure. So right there and then, another decent spot of work again by the squad of them. Yeah, man. Now over there in the St. Andrew South Police Division, the police them find a rifle wrapped up in a plastic bag along Waltham Park Road. So that seizure took place on Thursday. So according to reports from the police, sometime between the hours of 8:30 and 11 a.m. during an operation on a premises, it is said whilst searching that premises, the police came upon an M16 rifle which was found wrapped in a plastic bag on the top of a roof. Nobody never in the yard when them hear the police come. Them take with themselves quick and fast. So no arrest was made in connection with that seizure. But right there and then though, another decent spot of work again by the squad of them. Yeah, man. Now over there in the St. Andrew South Police Division, in the troubled community of Central Village, that community was rocked with yet again another brutal slaying of another man. Now this time the man on the receiving end of those fatal bullets has since been identified as Rodane Walker, 27-year-old. We get to understand him come from Robinson Road off Windsor Road in a Central Village. We also get to understand say a 17-year-old youth and another person get caught up in that particular incident. But what is puzzling, the police are stating that a man who they say was named as a person of interest in that particular fatal knockings and clappings drove away a car with the now deceased man inside. It is said that a chase was ensued by the police. The car was cornered, but the criminal element driving the car escaped along somewhere near the highway there, so, going to Ocho Rios. It is said that the criminal element driving the motor vehicle escaped. The police searched the car and found 2 Glock pistols with magazine affixed. So we don't know the full story as to how one of the Knockist and Clappist them end up in a car with the now deceased man. So we have to put our ears on the ground and see what we can come up with in relation to that particular knockings and clappings and the seizure of 2 illegal weapons. So right there and then, anyway, another decent spot of work again by the squad of them. Now over there in the Clarendon Police Division, in the community of 4 parts, massive drug seizure go on down there. Police them seize a whole heap of ganja. In fact, 809 pounds of the illicit drug. Yeah, man. So the police them have said that the weed was found during a traffic stop in Clarendon. And it is said that a man was also arrested. So the police are theorizing, so the weed a come from down at St. Elizabeth, because the brother known as Rowan Turner with the police then lock up. I don't have Burn Savannah Dessa district. Him come from in St. Elizabeth. So the police are theorizing, say Dessa it a come from. And he's been held by the police and being questioned. Yeah, man. Now the last thing that we're going to talk about, my peeps, is another fatal knockings and clappings in the Sandy Bay community of Hanover. Boy, may I tell you. So the knockings and clappings they go on along Mount Pellier Road. Now the man who was on the receiving end of those fatal bullets has since been identified as 37-year-old Tyrone Parker, but them call him Parker in the streets. It is said that that particular knockings and clappings took place closer to 1 a.m. in the wee hours of the morning. It is said that he was pounced upon by armed criminal elements who full him up a can, leaving him lifeless along the roadside. So when the police them forward Pandians them see him spread out, no longer among the land of the living. The police have not yet theorized what could have caused that particular fatal knockings and clappings. But the Hanover police is presently investigating. Boy, may I tell you, the thing rough, the knockings and clappings continues. So anyway, my peeps, remember to like, share, subscribe to the channel. Stay tuned to On The Spot News Media as I continue to bring you fresh news and updates in subsequent newscast. On The Spot News Media. Yeah, man.